Hello friends, in this lecture we will see the effect of friction in suction and delivery pipes on indicator diagram. So in the previous lecture we have seen the effect of acceleration head in the suction and delivery pipe on the indicator diagram. Now we will see what is the effect of friction in suction and delivery pipe on indicator diagram. We know that this particular frictional head is found out by using the Darcy's-Weisbach equation, that is HF is equal to FLV square by 2GD, where F is the frictional factor, L is the length of suction or delivery pipe, V is what the velocity of flow or the velocity of liquid in pipes, and D is what the diameter of pipes. This V is given by A omega r sin theta, where A is what the cross sectional area of cylinder, small a is the area of pipe, cross sectional area of pipes, omega is what the angular velocity of crank, r is the radius of crank, theta is what the angle turned by the crank from its inner dead center. Hence the HF, if I put the value of V in the equation, I will get the HF as FL upon 2GD. I am just putting the value of V as A by A omega r sin theta square. As you see, there is a square. The variation of this HF with the theta is a parabolic. Variation of H with theta will be the parabolic. Okay. So now we'll see what is this particular effect. So when we consider the suction stroke, okay, at suction. Okay, at suction side, if I want to see the variation, we'll see. Okay, so at the beginning, when theta is equal to 0 degree, okay, then this particular sin theta is a 0. Sin theta is equal to 0. Okay, hence the HF at beginning will be equal to 0. So if you see this particular equation, HF is equal to FL by 2GD A by A omega r sin theta. Okay. Again one thing, if I want to use this particular equation for suction, I'll be using the suffix S over here, LS, DS, S like that. Okay. So I'll be just replacing the suffix S over here. Okay. So at the beginning, for the suction stroke, at the beginning the HF will be equal to 0. So I am just writing this HF as a HFS for the suction stroke. Okay. At mid the theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Hence sin theta is equal to 1. Hence I will be getting the HFS value is equal to, now I am putting the sin theta is equal to 1 in this equation. I will be getting this equation as FL upon 2GD, FL upon 2GD into in bracket A by A. Yes, I will be replacing this with LS DS S omega R bracket square. Okay, so this is what the HFS I will be getting at the mid. Now if I am writing this equation for end, at end, when theta is equal to 180 degree, I will be getting sin theta is equal to 0. So again HFS at the end is 0. HFS at the end is 0. So what it shows, so for the suction stroke, at beginning the frictional head is 0. At mid it is maximum. At end it is again 0. Okay. Similarly, we will find the suction head for the delivery pipe as well. So for the delivery stroke, now we will see, find out what is the frictional factor. Okay, so rather the frictional head. So at beginning when theta is equal to 0, again sin theta is equal to 0. So if I put that in this equation HF, I'll get the HF is 0 for delivery stroke at the beginning. So I am using it for the delivery. I'll use the suffix D over here. So HFD will be 0 at beginning. At mid it is the value of theta is 90 degree. I'll get the sin theta is equal to 1. So HFD will be FLD upon 2GD in bracket A by AD omega r square. So that is the maximum frictional head at the mid. and at the end, as sin theta is equal to 180 degrees, sin theta is equal to 0, HFD again becomes 0. So this is what the variation of HF with respect to theta for suction and delivery pipe. Okay, now we'll see what is the effect of this on the indicator diagram. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn a theoretical indicator diagram showing the effect of acceleration head on it. Okay, so the final indicator diagram is P, Q, M, N, P. That is what the theoretical indicator diagram with the acceleration head. Now we will add the frictional head into this particular indicator diagram on suction and delivery side, so that we'll get the indicator diagram with the suction head, acceleration head and the frictional head. So as we know that for suction stroke, at the beginning theta is equal to 0, HFS is equal to 0. At mid, theta is equal to 90 degree, HFS is FLS upon 2 GDS into A by AS omega R bracket square. And at end it is theta is equal to 180 degree, HF is equal to 0. And we know this particular characteristics of this frictional head is the parabolic. So I'll apply this over here. So at the beginning, that is when theta is equal to 0 degree, this theta is equal to 90 degree, theta is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so at the beginning for suction the HFS is 0. At mid the HFS is maximum, that is equal to the value FLS by 2 GDS in bracket A by S omega R square. And at 8 over here N, that is again 0. So I'll be having this particular curve something like this for a frictional head for the suction stroke. Similarly for delivery as well, theta is equal to 0 over here, theta is equal to 90 and theta is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so if you see for the delivery stroke over here, at beginning HFD is 0, mid it is again having maximum value, and 8 end again it is a 0. So again I'll be having the parabola over here showing the maximum value, something like this. It will be having the value over here. Okay, so this is what the indicator diagram with suction head, delivery head, acceleration heads and the frictional head. So this is what the HFD and this is what the HFS. This is what the HFS. Okay, so this shows the indicator diagram with acceleration head as well as the frictional head. Now we'll see what is the work done, because indicator diagram gives us the work done by a reciprocating pump. So we'll find that work done over here. Okay, so first we'll see, find the total work done on a suction side. Now I am applying this particular thing on the indicator diagram over here. So this total work done on the suction side will be area under the diagram, or area under E, F, M. Okay, I'll mark this point as R, N, E. Okay, so this is what the area for the suction stroke. So I'll write that area E, F, M, R, N, E. Okay, that is E, F, M, R, N, E. Okay, that is what the area during the suction stroke, okay, or on the suction side. So I'll split this area. Okay, that this particular area will be, just imagine that I'm just moving this something like this. So this point will be over here, this point will be over here. So this is what the area of this rectangle EFDC plus the area of this particular parabola, the area of this particular parabola. Okay, so this will become as a area EFDC plus area MRN, where the EFDC is nothing but this particular rectangle and MRN is nothing but this particular parabola. Okay, so this is what the total work done on a suction side. Similarly, we will find the total work done on a delivery side as well. So the total work done on delivery side, similar to the suction side, will be the area EP. I'll mark this point as S. So E P S Q F E. That is what the total work done on the delivery side. So I'll be marking that again over here. That is area E P S Q F E. That is what the total area. Again, if you see, this is, if I move this particular line something like this, it will be matching to the line AB. So this will be addition of area of rectangle ABEF and the area of this particular parabola PQS. Okay, so I'll write the same over here. That is area of rectangle ABEF plus area of parabola PQS or PSQ. So the total area of indicator diagram MRN PSQ. So the total area of this particular indicator diagram MRN PSQ will be equal to this particular length of stroke into the height. Okay, into the height. Now height will be, you can see over here, the height will be HS plus HD plus this height and this height. Now this is what the maximum ordinate. HFS and HFD are the maximum ordinate. As this is the parabola, I will take the mean ordinate over here. So to get the mean ordinate is 2/3 of its maximum ordinate. By using that principle, I can write the total area of indicator diagram as HS plus HD plus on suction side the maximum ordinate is HFS. Okay, so 2/3 of it is nothing but the mean ordinate. So 2/3 of HFS. Similarly, I'll be writing this for the 2/3 of HFD. So this is what the total height into the stroke length L. This will give me the total area of an indicator diagram MRN PSQ. Okay, now we will find the total work done for a single acting cylinder considering the frictional head, acceleration head and suction and discharge head. Okay, so we know that the work done by a pump is nothing but the potential energy, that is mgh. Okay, now this m I can replace as the rho into q. I am finding this is a theoretical value, so I'll be replacing the q as a q theoretical, g into h. Now h is what the total head over here. Okay, now this q, we know that this q, I'll write this particular equation from over here. So this q is ALN upon 60. This is what the q theoretical, that already we have discussed. Okay, and that is what rho ALN 60. This is, I am getting the mass into g. Okay, and the head over here for this will be HS plus HD plus, as this is the maximum parabola, we will take the mean ordinate. Maximum ordinate is there, we will take the mean ordinate, and mean ordinate will be 2/3 of the maximum ordinate. So I will be having the head as HS plus HD plus 2/3 of HFS plus 2/3 of HFD. Okay, so this is what the total work done for a single acting cylinder, that is rho g ALN by 60, HS plus HD plus 2/3 of HFS plus 2/3 of HFD. Okay, now we will find the actual pressure head on a piston during suction stroke at any crank position and the actual pressure head on a piston during delivery stroke at any crank position. So if we observe the indicator diagram over here, then the actual pressure head at the suction stroke on piston will be HS. Okay, and we'll see like that. So this is what the atmospheric pressure head. Okay, here I'll be getting the pressure head at the start, here I'll be getting at mid, and here I'll be getting at the end. Okay, so we'll write the generalized equation first, then we'll put the then you can put the values and get the answers over there. So here this is what the H atmospheric minus this particular HS minus HFS minus HAS, okay, minus HAS. So that is what the actual what you can say the pressure head on the cylinder. So H atmospheric minus HS minus acceleration head minus the frictional head. Okay, so this is what the actual pressure head on piston during suction. Similarly, here we'll be getting for delivery stroke. If you see this particular head on piston will be H atmospheric. This is what the total head H atmospheric plus HD plus HAD plus HFD plus HFD. So this is what H atmospheric plus HD plus HAD plus HFD. Okay, now you can put the values of HAS and HFS which is having the theta in that. So for any point of theta you can get the pressure head on piston during suction and delivery stroke. Okay, so this is all about. Thank you.